What's up, my Fina loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from Fina News. I do have a lot of Real Housewives of Atlanta content, so that's the reason why I'm giving a little backstory before I get to the Instagram live and the hot mess that happened a few hours ago. Now, most of you know who singer Neyo is. You are aware that Mayetta Shaw Carter, who's currently on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, I'm not sure if she's coming back for season 16, was engaged to Neyo. They have 2 children together. Mayetta is now married to someone else. So in the image on the screen, you see Neyo, their 2 children, Mayetta and her current husband. Mayetta and Neyo were never married, but I do notice that people refer to her as his first wife a lot, but they were engaged and Neyo been married one time. He was married to his now ex-wife, Crystal, and they have 3 children together. The huge controversy is that Neyo allegedly told Mayetta to tie her tubes and that he was going to go and get his, the snip procedure done. And that they had 2 children, a boy and a girl, this amazing life. They were about to get married. Why keep having children? We can raise the 2 beautiful kids we have, travel, and just enjoy this amazing life that we are creating together. But then after Mayetta went and got her tubes burned, her words, Neyo broke up with her and moved on. So that was the huge controversy. Neyo then came out and said that's not what happened. Mayetta came to me and told me she was happy with the 2 kids that we have, a boy and a girl. She was happy with that. She did not want to have more kids. And if I will be willing to also get the procedure done. Neyo said he then turned to her and told her, allegedly, it's your body. Do what you want with your body. I can't tell you what to do with your body, but as far as me, I'm not doing that, okay? So when Neyo was getting dragged and called all types of names, Mayetta came out and said, listen, at the end of the day, I'm an adult. I didn't have no gun to my head. I made that decision. I made the choice to book the appointment and do everything I did. Absolutely, when you're in love, you could get influence and all of that. But she came back out and said, I made a choice. So allegedly, in the interview, Mayetta also said when you are filming a reality TV show, of course, the producers and the editors are going to do certain things to make the story sound a certain way. But at the end of the day, it was her decision. Regardless of the correction that Mayetta made, Neyo to this day still get dragged that basically he forced a grown woman to go and make that decision when the grown woman is saying, I made that decision on my own, okay? But the damage was and is done. A year after their relationship ended, Neyo meets Crystal, okay? So there was no overlapping. Crystal was not his mistress. Crystal as in his ex-wife. People keep running that, even though Mayetta, Crystal, Neyo, and their children went on the rear, and Mayetta said out of her own mouth, Neyo did not cheat on me with Crystal. Did he cheat on me? Yes, but the chick wasn't Crystal. Crystal came when we were done. Our engagement was over. Even though the ex-fiance have clarified that, people are still choosing to stick with Crystal was the mistress. That's important because Crystal got dragged and bullied real bad because the hurt of you told your ex to allegedly tie or burn her tubes and then you move on, went into a new woman, and you are having all of these children that your ex could possibly not be able to have, even though Mayetta did say that the procedure could be reversed. Her words, not mine, okay? Crystal was like, but I have nothing to do with that decision. So because that story wasn't good enough, how can you blame Crystal for something that happened between Neyo and his ex? People then say, okay, let's add the fact that Crystal was his mistress. This then going to lead to the hate and make the story more interesting when Crystal was never his mistress. That part is important because while Crystal was married to Neyo, he had a mistress. For the people who were screaming, that's her karma, she was never his mistress. But Neyo did cheat on Crystal with somebody else, not just cheat on her. He had not one, but 2 kids with the new woman. Now, you all know they had an explosive, situation on social media, divorce and all of that. When Crystal wrote 8 years, 8 years of lies and deception, 8 years of unknowingly sharing my life and husband with numerous of women who sell their bodies to him unprotected, every last one of them. To say I'm heartbroken and disgusted is an understatement. So ask me to stay and accept it is absolutely insane. Go ahead and read the rest because I'm trying to get to the current story. This backstory is too long. And when Crystal posted that, people once again were in the comments, that's your karma. I will never understand why when the people involved, especially the person that people think they are supporting, comes out and say, this did not happen, but yet people want their version of the story to be so true, so they continue to run with the lie. Why would Mayetta sit on national television next to her ex-fiance Mistress and say, oh yeah, she wasn't a mistress? And because Mayetta finally defended Crystal and said, you all have to stop these lies, she was never the mistress, the people got upset and were like, oh, Neyo, pay her off. Pay her off to do what? Anyways, let's stay focused. Anyways, Neyo then starts cheating. He has 2 kids while he's still married to his ex-wife. What is so interesting in all of this was Crystal and Neyo's first wedding. She was pregnant at the time with their first child together. So after 5 years of marriage, or almost, I think, 6 years of marriage, they had a vow renewal. So Crystal's over here smiling, being happy. Okay, we're going to work it out because, they had a brief separation and then worked it out and all of that, did interviews, and COVID saved our marriage because I'm not on the road that much. I can be home, and the list goes on and on. But this whole time they're having a vow renewal. Neyo out here with a mistress and 2 kids. Crystal then filed for divorce. They are divorced. It's over, all of that. Now the mistress, when everything ended, Neyo was spending time with her, hanging out with her, and all of that. So she felt like, I won. I got what I wanted. The way how it happened was messed up. I'm sorry, her words, but I'm in love. I got my man. I'm good. But now Neyo is running around town with 2 girlfriends, and one of those girlfriends are not her. She's not in the picture. She's not included. So when you were sleeping with this married man and you thought he was going to choose you, his wife divorced him. He now have 2 girlfriends and he did not choose you. So now you know what it feels like. You are getting your karma, okay? So then the ex hops on Instagram Live to, in her words, to expose Neyo. She starts calling him out of his name, and people are saying, wait a minute, you want him to do certain things? You want to behave like you now have morals and values, but when you knew he was married with his wife, not separated, you were a willing participant to not only sleep with him, but have 2 kids with a married man, and now for some odd reason you have morals and values. So that's where the drama is coming from. So let's get into the Instagram Live.
Tell him about the freak off, Diddy Jr. Diddy Jr., tell him about the freak off. He calling the police, y'all. He calling, no, I don't give a, listen. No, you know what you did. You body slammed me on the floor. Come on, police. Tell him the real you. 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 And why we're here today. Tell him why we're here today. Shut boy, refuse to remove me. Why? Because the commotion. How did the commotion start? What did we talk about? What did I ask of you?
All of that is irrelevant.
All of that is irrelevant.
Started throwing shit and getting loud and disturbing peace.
Okay, so you calling the police like a y'all, guess what? Over what? Because he want hoes over the house while his kids is here. While you likes to have hoes, drugs, and weed, alcohol, mushrooms, and prostitutes in the house while his kids are here. Everyone has asked him to stop, but he will not listen to nobody. This is what's going on. This is the tea. While the is in the house, I asked him not to bring no in the house. I even came over here to help him with these kids because he won't watch these kids. Tell him about the freak off, Diddy Jr. Diddy Jr., tell him about the freak off. Tell them about the freak off. Tell them the truth. Tell these people the truth. Oh, shut the fuck up. You don't give a fuck about none of these kids. Do y'all see a fucking picture in his house of a fucking kid? He don't care about these kids. All he care about is doing drugs, drinking alcohol, fucking these hoes. That's what you care about. So let's go. I'm a Diddy bop the fuck up out of here. You and your freak off. You can get back to your freak off in a minute. You'll be next. You'll be next. You'll be next. You'll be next. Your stories will be coming out next. He gonna say, my daughter crying. You gotta go. But the hoe gonna stay, huh? The hoe gonna stay? The hoe gonna stay?
Excuse me.
The hoe gonna stay? The hoe gonna stay?
Excuse
The
me.
hoe gonna stay?
Come on now.
The hoe gonna stay?
You're doing a lot.
Huh?
Excuse me.
Why can't you just be at home with your kids?
Why can't you just get out?
Why you just can't be at home with the kids?
Excuse me.
Why you can't be at home with the kids? Is that hard for you to lay in the bed and lay down with your kids?
No, I've done it before.
No, you don't do it. That's the problem. That's why I'm here, and you know that. And you know that. And you know that, though. And you know that. And you know that. I'm on that. Shut up. Shut up. Shut your up. Man, shut your up. Shut your up. Take care of your kids and shut the bitch. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Mr. Clean. Please stop playing with me before I slap the shit out of you.
Yo, you slap the shit out of me.
No, shut your up. Shut your, yeah, I know I'm gonna go to jail with you. That's why I'm staying far away from you. The police. Shut your up. Pussy hoe.
What am I supposed to do? Fight you?
You already did that.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Shut up.
And I said a lot after that Instagram live because that right there wasn't cool. So for those of you who missed that video, I have linked it in the description below for you to hear everything that I had to say. I might even leave some of what I had to say at the end of this video, but I do want to get into the current content. So after the Instagram live and all of that, she went to Instagram, and in her Instagram story, she wrote, all this because I just want the best for the ones who need the love and affection the most. False narratives and empty promises. I'll be the villain if that means standing up for the only thing that matters. Don't feel bad about it. I wasn't antagonizing. I was pressing the line for all the right reasons. You all can put the video on pause and read what she wrote because I want to get to her apology and then Neyo's sister responds. But the part where she wrote, y'all sit here flip-flopping, speaking on ish y'all know nothing about. Then why did you go on Instagram Live? You can't go on Instagram Live, expose your business, include people in your business that they know nothing about, and then be shocked that those same people have an opinion about it. Of course they don't know your business. Of course we don't know your business. You put us in your business when you went on Instagram Live. And that's the reason why you are receiving all of the backlash. So if you don't want people in your business, then don't put them in your business. In this one right here, she's writing about drinking her tea and talking to her dad on the phone and self-reflecting. And exactly, she wrote exactly what I just talked about. I'd like to apologize for putting y'all in our business. My point. Emotions were heightened and I want the best him to show up. But I understand you can't make people feel you. I have good faith everything will come together. Full moon was out, cycle on quarter, built with frustration and a lot of underlying issues that was needed to be addressed. Trying to do that with the problem present made heightened emotions. I'm human, I hurt too, and I want the best for everyone. That's all I was fussing for. Nothing more, some understanding. I wouldn't be fussing if I didn't think he was capable of being the best. I show up different. Sorry for how I communicated my frustration with you. She tagged Neyo. Sincerely, let's do better. After all of that, this is what Neyo's sister said.
I'm just going to say this. I'm just going to say this. How are you complaining about him spending time with his children when you don't even have custody of one of your children? Would that be you not spending time with your child? Make it make sense is all I want to know. Make it make sense. Now, we all know why the child is not with you. But the child is still not with you. You are still not spending time with the child. Do you get what I'm saying? Again, I don't have no beefs with this woman. I don't have no beefs with nobody. Why? Because I am the cancer of the family. I get along with every body. I always want peace, happiness, and hair grease. You know what I mean? Like, I be over here minding my own business. I can only take so much. And I have enough of it in my own little bubble over here. But it's like, girl, my issue is when my mama blood pressure get raised, because we all know that she is not as to the age where she gonna take that case. She gonna take that charge. Guess who gonna take that charge? Coley gonna take that charge. So what I'm saying is, you act like this don't got big bad wolves over here on his motherfucking side. You coming with all this Compton shit, which, by the way, once again, also ain't healthy for your children. We're talking about things that aren't good for the kids, right? And we're talking about the overall kids is the concern. Who in your ear? Who in your ear trying to get your motherfucking ass back on track? Because you definitely aren't. You definitely aren't. Like, what the fuck are we doing? You think because you don't drink and smoke that makes you any better than this as a parent? Last thing I'm gonna say, let's not forget, this the same bitch that spoke for my mother the first time she hit the blogs with her concerns. When you ain't had not a now conversation with my mama ain't told you shit about how she feel. Ain't nobody on your motherfucking side, girl. Like, I'm gonna need you to find a friend. Like, it's that fucking simple. I'm gonna need you to find a fucking friend. Like, damn. I feel like when things don't go the way that you initially want them to, or plan for them to, or saw them going, we are all entitled to that grievance period, right? And I don't want to judge nobody's grievance period, because some of us, it takes longer to get over shit than it does for others, right? But it's like, bitch, grieve smarter, stupid. And that's that. And that's a wrap. And we don't ever have to talk about it again, okay? But what y'all not gonna do is act like he don't got family over here that got his mother back. Because I keep the mother strapping the trunk. You're getting a lot of messages saying, it's about time somebody spoke up, or it's about time somebody said something. Let me tell y'all something. All y'all had to do was give me the mother. Just give me the light. Okay? Just give me the light. Because I just want to make this last correction. I was under the impression that she did not drink and smoke. That has since been corrected. Apparently she does drink and smoke. So here's the thing. I can't stand a hypocritical ass motherfucker that be like, you smoke but you smoke. Mother, both our lungs is going down, down, down. So why are you concerned? Like, girl, once again, it's still giving find a friend. It's still giving, we gonna pray for the kids. It's still giving.
And of course, Neyo, former Mistress, responded. But at this point, I'm over it. You get the point. I'm not reading any more of her responses. I'm wishing all of you well and take care. And thank you all for continuing to support the boutique website by clicking the link in the description below, and for subscribing to my members only. Take care.
My loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.